Michaels with sleeperselections.com. Make sure you hit the notifications and make sure you subscribe to the page. This way you'll know exactly when these videos are coming. I got a ton of emails, I got text messages saying they didn't get a video for me this week in week 10. I didn't put it out yet. I'm a little late. I apologize for that. I did like the Thursday game. I wasn't able to get it out, so I figured I'd wait till Sunday, see the way the lines are moving. I did like the Colts in that game. Hopefully you guys cashed in on some of those who were on the same side as me. But I'm not going to count it as towards my record because I didn't get that game in. But yeah, just subscribe and you'll get the notifications like I said. But let's look into week 10 here. There are a lot of games that I like, but I'm only going to give a few. The games that I'm going to put the majority of my money on. Let's look at the Eagles at the Giants. The betting public's going to be all over the Eagles here. The line is definitely moving in that favor. I would think like about 78% are on the Eagles. The other 22% is going to be New York fans, and they're going to take the Giants. But I like the Giants here. This game's usually one of these tricky games where it's close, like a 25-23. It's always a weird number, that the Eagles score. So the Eagles could still win this game, but I like the Giants to cover the +4.5. You get it. Look at 5 in some books. And I do like the over here, over 44. I think it's going to be pretty close to that number. But in the end, I think the team with the ball at the end is going to win. Win the game and cover that point spread and cover that over for you. So let's look to that to get our week started on Sunday here. And then we'll look at the second game that I like here is in the late afternoon game. It's Seattle at the Rams. And this game should be another shootout game. I expect the defenses to step up a little bit better than they have, but I do expect Russell Wilson not to get shut down again, especially 2 weeks in a row. I like Seattle here a lot. I see +3 in some books, and that's just mind-boggling to me. The Rams are a good team, don't get me wrong, but Seattle is definitely giving me my best bet of the day. So if I can win some money in that early game, I'm going to try to parlay it. Take a little bit of a profit. You always do that, guys. But take majority of that money and put it in on the Seattle Seahawks here. Then there's another game that I'm starting to lean towards that I didn't like earlier in the week. And that would be the Bills at the Cardinals. I'm just not a Bills. I don't believe in the team. They are playing well, and everything's going their way. Arizona had a bad one. Not a bad game, but a bad loss to Miami Dolphins last week. I do think they bounced back. They're -2. I forget about the -2 because this should be a very close game here. I'm looking more towards the -130, -140 money line. I do think Arizona gets the job done and hands the Bills a loss. And then I'm going to go down to the fourth game that I like. And it's going to be against my Chicago Bears. Minnesota is going in the right direction. The Bears are going in the wrong direction. They hit the panic button. They changed the play calling. Nagy's not calling the shots anymore. A lot of people, especially Bears fans here in Chicago, are excited about that. Not me. I think it's a recipe for disaster. I do think the Bears keep it close. Their defense is always there, guys. Minnesota -2.5 is going to be the play. I'm probably not even going to put any money on the game. My wife's going to be watching the Bears. She's a big Bears fan. I'm in Chicago. Of course, I like the Bears. But I just can't see the Bears beating the Minnesota Vikings here. If they show up, they should be able to slow down Cook. But the passing game is not terrible, and they have elite receivers, and they could beat you that way too. So I look for Minnesota to pass the ball a little bit more once they see that the Dalvin Cook thing's not working too great. And Montgomery's out for the Bears. That was confirmed yesterday, so they don't even have a running back really. And if they're going to use Cordero Patterson as a running back, they're not going to win the game. They're not going to win the game, whoever the running back is. I hope they do because I'm the Bears fan. I'll be cheering with my wife, putting on my game face. But in the end, take the smart money. Minnesota. If you could get them at money line minus 140, 135, 145 would be a smart bet. Make sure you guys go to sleeperselections.com and get your free week. Tell them Ace sent you, and you'll be able to go in there and you'll see the free trial. Go to bestsportspickstoday.com. Click all the free handicappers. I really recommend those guys. Those guys are very good. Some of them are better than me this year, and that's pretty good because I'm hitting over 60%. But yeah, guys, and then hit the notifications and make sure you subscribe. But I will see you guys next week, and make sure you cash on them picks.